Howdy folks, welcome back. This is episode number 78 and we are here in Blackthorn once again, ready for a rematch against Claire and Lance. It is still Wednesday, or it is Wednesday, I guess last time it was Monday, Tuesday, something like that. And I'm hoping to defeat them in like one try, or at least very soon, because I would love to face our rival today. If we don't face him today in his rematch, then we have to wait 5 more days. So by then our Pokemon will vastly outlevel his. As you can tell from fighting with him as your partner, these Pokemon really aren't that tough. But hopefully they'll be tough enough. I did change up our team just a little bit here. Wait a minute. Okay, good, he's still there. Was worried for a second. Okay, so I'm putting C in first because I realized we have a Pasho Berry, which might be really good against his Gyarados. I gave Olive the choice specs because I think we need to do tons of damage, and Olive's Air Slash can do a lot of damage, and there's not a reason really to use any move besides Air Slash. Maybe Roost, but probably not. Good old Life Orb, Light Clay for obvious reasons. Braid Powder just because I wasn't really sure on this one. Still not really sure on this one. I actually might go with Never Melt Ice because I just don't know what move Leah is going to be using, and it might even be a variety of moves here. So I even thought about doing Expert Belt. And I gave the Hard Stone to Rod because a lot of the Pokemon we'll be facing are weak to Rock, whereas not a lot of them are... actually, I think almost all of them are resistant to fighting, and Bug. I guess Kingdra and Dragonair are not, but they're not really the big threats. Yeah, let's give Leah Ice Beam and hope she can use it against one of those Dragonites, or against Dragonair, but the other three it's not really as useful against. Whereas the Bright Powder might allow us to get lucky and maybe actually get a move off, so we'll see. As you can tell, I did train them to level 63. I spent a long time last night, like 3 hours or maybe even more than that, just grinding against first Morty and then Chuck. I probably faced Chuck like 20 plus times, but hey, it was worth it, and our Pokemon are at least a little closer to Lance's, still not nearly at his level, but we are out-leveling Claire's, so let's give it a shot. I'm going to just kind of breathe through all this text here since you guys have seen it before. I'm glad you can face them multiple times if you lose. Wouldn't make a lot of sense if you couldn't, though, because you are blocked from rematching Claire and doing some other stuff until you beat these guys. Again, not a big fan of that. I wish you had to defeat them first, and this was like the final battle against Claire and with your rival. Or at least make your rival's Pokemon the same, but make Claire's weaker than her gym rematch. Like, Blue has really strong Pokemon compared to the other Kanto trainers. I've always thought that Claire should have really strong Pokemon compared to the other Johto trainers. See, such a huge level gap there. Okay, Fire type versus Fire type. So it's tough to send out a good Pokemon against Gyarados. I'd love to send out Cherry for the Reflect, but Cherry is a physical attacker, and I just don't want to take that Intimidate. So I think this might actually be a good way to do things, but I only will have the one Pasho Berry, clearly. I could try to set up Sunny Day, but that might end up helping Charizard, so let's just go for the Thunderbolt. We're faster. Okay, that's really good info in case we do not succeed this time. Just like our last match between Cian and Gyarados. Cian is surprisingly faster. Okay, without the Magnet. Actually, did I give him the Magnet? No, I gave him the Pasho Berry, clearly. Alright, which apparently I didn't need to do because Thunderbolt is a one-shot. So, Will-O-Wisp is a really good move. Okay, and we're not paralyzed, which I actually wouldn't have minded too much. Since Cian is not going to be too strong against the rest of this team. But the burn is really good on Dragonair, because not only will it take away 1/8 of its health each turn, it'll also have its attack. Alright, Fire type versus Fire type, so I guess I should probably equip the Magnet next time. Let's see how much we can do against Charizard. I was debating strategies today when I was thinking about this, and I kind of decided on the strategy to do as much damage as like, oh, is that a crit? That's got to be a crit. It is. Oh, I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. Hopefully my rival has full restores. I don't know if any of the trainers here have full restores, but as long as either none of them have it or all of them have it, that's fair. Hopefully none of them have it, because I'm not using them, so Alright, now we're both paralyzed. Dragonair really likes using Thunder Wave, and it is a good move. Alright, Typhlosion is rollout. Very nice. That's going to do a lot of damage. Or not. Okay. It's 4 times super effective, but I guess Typhlosion doesn't get stabbed, and it is low base power the first time you use it. Alright, well, so far things are going better than last time for sure. And luckily Charizard is not attacking my Magmar, or Magmartar. On the downside, our rival only has 3 Pokemon, so my kind of goal here is just to take out Lance's Pokemon. If I can do that with having at least a few Pokemon left, then I think we'll have a good shot, because we do outlevel Claire by quite a bit, so I'm not too worried about her Pokemon. I'm just really worried about Lance's. Right, so far things are going a lot better this time. And with that Dragonair being burned, it's not really doing much at all. Alright, so here's Dragonite. Now we're free to double up attacks into it. Hopefully Gengar is faster and will do some damage. With either Sludge Bomb or Shadow Ball. I think Sludge Bomb will do... Sludge Bomb will do more because it's base power of 90. So yeah, I definitely should have given Cian the Magnet. I just thought Gyarados would be faster. And did not want to take a one-shot Waterfall. Even with the Passion Berry, it'll do a lot of damage, but I think Cian could survive it. Draco Meteor. Does that hit all 3 Pokemon on the field? I hope so. And Dragonite's special attack is greatly decreased, but Dragonite is really a better physical attacker, so... Oh, it's a single target move. Okay, I would have thought it would be, like, affecting everybody on the field. I was wondering what his Dragonite was going to have, because it won't know Outrage, because Outrage attacks a random target, so that would be really dumb. Alright, his Dragonite, I think it knows Fire Blast. I know it did in his Elite Four match. Decisions. And she's probably going to send out Kingdra. I wonder if Kroot is faster than Kingdra. So I'm really tempted to send Cherry out to get the barrier off, but I'm worried that a single... Oh, its special attack harshly fell, right? Alright, let's do it. Yep. Okay, so this is going really good. Because now that Dragonite is not going to do much damage with special attacks. We should be able to survive at Fire Blast. Fire Punch, okay, a physical move. I'm kind of worried that like Lance's Pokemon are going to know, or Lance's Dragonite's going to know Draco Meteor, even in his rematch. I feel like that sounds right. Which really doesn't make a lot of sense. It really should know Outrage. But being my favorite move, I'm a little bit biased. It just seems like a really natural fit with Dragonite. Okay. So I don't really want Cherry to fall asleep. We know very well what Yawn can do. And I got the Reflect up, so I don't like giving him a free attack, but I think because of the Yawn, it's worth it. The question is, who do I bring in? So Kingdra probably won't use a water attack against Cherry, which makes Kroot a pretty good switch-in, I think. It'll resist Dragonite's Fire Punch, which it might go for here. And, yeah, even a Dragon-type attack shouldn't do too much damage. Alright, Draco Meteor at -2 against Crobat. I don't think it'll knock it out. No, it didn't. Crobat's not too bulky, but bulky enough. Okay, Toxic. Would have rather that was on Dragonite, but I think we're in pretty good shape here. Ice Beam, okay, so that's not what I was expecting. Didn't do that much though, so as long as I don't get frozen, and as long as Kroot doesn't miss his Stone Edge, he should be in pretty good shape here. I don't know, Kroot's probably faster than Kingdra, being 7 levels higher, having a plus speed nature, but I think Dragonite is faster than Kroot, so let's go for Rock Polish. Yeah. Alright, Safeguard, so our status conditions will no longer affect them, or our status conditions cannot be put upon them. Any ones they already have still hurt them. Okay. Our speed is doubled. Kingdra is going for Ice Beam against Crobat this time. That should be the knockout. It is super effective. Yep. Alright, so our rival is out of Pokemon. Crap, okay. I was thinking he had one more, but nope, that's it. Alright, luckily we've set ourselves up in a pretty good position. I just really need Stone Edge to hit here, because then it'll just be me versus Claire's last two Pokemon, which would be really awesome. Come on, Kroot. Yes, okay, good job. I think with the damage it already took from whatever it took damage from, I forget at this point, it should be a knockout. Yes, okay. Getting the stab and the Life Orb. I think the Life Orb made the difference there. Because Dragonite has pretty decent defenses in HP. Alright, Hydro Pump. It's a special move, so Reflect is not having it. I don't think it'll kill me, but it'll be close. Yeah, okay. The Sandstorm saved me there. That and the fact that we're 7 levels higher. So at this point, I think we have this in the bag. I was kind of skeptical going into this, but it's funny the difference that 5 or 6 levels can make. And we did get, I don't know if we got lucky there, but we didn't get unlucky, and that's always nice. Alright, her last Pokemon is Dragonite, which could still be very tough, but we'll see. I don't think it knows Extreme Speed, because Claire said she did not pass the challenge. Still kind of bummed out that Lance's Dragonite doesn't know Extreme Speed. That would just be so perfect lore-wise. Alright, so as long as this doesn't miss, we will win. Or, okay, Protect, but at this point, Dragonite is just delaying the inevitable. Protect is not nearly as good in single battles, which this essentially is at this point, just with some blank space on either side of the screen. And Dragonite took a little bit of damage from Sandstorm, so twice in a row. So even though I think Stone Edge would have been knocked out in one hit before, after the Sandstorm damage, that's just making it even more assured. So Protect, every turn you successfully use it, it has the chance of it working the next turn. So first time you use it, it's 100%. Next time 50, 25, 12.5, and I think it caps at that point. In later gens, though, it actually goes down to like a third or 30% after the first turn. Did you see that, Claire? Oh, I see. And we got lots of money. Good. More than made up for our loss before. Just as I expected, you two make quite a team. Going solo is certainly one way to aim for the top, but that's not all there is to Pokemon Battle. Although I don't feel it's necessary to remind you guys. See you, Joe, another time. Don't think you can rematch these two, unfortunately, because that would be a really nice way to train. I must excuse myself. Joe, it was a fun battle. That goes for you too, wise guy. Joe, it wasn't supposed to go this way. Well, it didn't the first time. Anyway, I'm not giving up beating you. I'll train my Pokemon and my own heart too. I'll come back as the toughest challenge for you. And in fact, you can find him here on, I think it's Tuesdays and Thursdays. Alright, so that actually went a lot better than I thought. Our team is in pretty good shape here. We did lose CM, but he did a lot of damage. Cherry was able to get that Reflect off before switching into Kroot, and yeah, didn't even have to use Leah, Rod, or Olive, so I probably could have gotten away with like 61 and gotten some more sleep last night, but honestly, after how bad our first loss was, that just went really poorly. I was thinking that 63 might even be pushing it. Alright, so that is out of the way. Let's go heal up, and then we are going to grab Ho, and we are going to go to the Pokemon League and face our rival, because it is still Wednesday. This might end up being a little bit of a shorter episode, just because I don't think he's going to be much of a challenge. Certainly not compared to that last battle. Again, it's just really dumb that after facing a trainer with a level 75 Pokemon, you now have to face a trainer with level 60 Pokemon. As if that's going to be some type of challenge. Hopefully Claire's level up between now and her rematch. If they don't, that'll just be really sad, but I kind of get the feeling they don't. I do have to wait till Friday morning to give her a call, or to get her number rather. And then I think you give her a call on like Friday night or Saturday morning. I think it's Friday night. Let's put away Olive for a second. And I did miss Faulkner because I slept in last Saturday and just totally forgot about that, so yeah, I'll get him this Friday, and then on Friday we'll do the rest of the Johto rematches. Oops, did I say Friday? Meant to say Saturday. Alright, let's fly to the Pokemon League, and I better remember to heal. In fact, you know what? Let's just heal here in Blackthorn, because I don't know where at the Pokemon League your rival challenges you. I think it's once you start approaching the gate. But I don't want to be wrong. Actually, if you guys don't mind, let's go ahead and teach Cherry Seed Bomb or Synthesis again. I was really debating for a while between going with Synthesis, Light Screen, or Reflect as his final move. And even at this point, Reflect, I don't know, might still be useful, but you could also make a good case for Light Screen. It really just depends on what trainer you're facing. But I do like the synergy between Synthesis and Cian's Sunny Day. Try saying that 5 times fast. But we'll see if I can get a chance to actually use it in Sunlight. Alright, so let's go with Synthesis. Ironically, Reflect and Synthesis together would make a good combination, because the one reason I'm a little hesitant is because Synthesis under normal conditions only heals half of your HP. And most Pokemon we're facing against like gym leaders and other tough trainers can do about half or more than half in one hit. So you're not really gaining too much back. Or even if it's like a little bit less than half, if you factor in the chances for a hit, on average it'll still be more than half, so you're kind of taking a risk there. But with Reflect, a lot of those attacks, we already healed, didn't we? A lot of those attacks would be a lot lower, and healing would be more effective. But I just really don't want to give up one of my attacking moves for another one of those moves. Another cool combo would be to teach like Cherry Reflect and Light Screen and give it the Light Clay. But just not the strategy we're going with. Kind of being a little more traditional here and going with some good coverage moves and then a heal move. You can't fit between these trees, can you? Huh. It looks like you can, but you can't. I feel like in one of the generations they hid like an item behind the Elite Four, but it must not have been this one. Anything on the statue? No. Alright, let's go back inside. We will, let's change up our items, and then, actually let's grab Ho-Oh, not Ho-Oh. Let's put Ho in the PC and grab Olive, and then change out the items, and then we'll face our rival. Alright, and this will be, I think, the last time we face our rival. Might do it again off screen to train, but I'm almost positive his Pokemon don't get any stronger than this fight. Which makes sense, because this is his rematch. In fact, I think he's like the only trainer you can rematch besides the Elite Four in the original game. Alright, so let's give Cian the... what do you have before? The Charcoal. Charcoal, where there you are. I have 2 of them, that's why it was here. Alright, switch that out. And we'll go back to the Sharp Beak. It's funny how a few of my Pokemon actually had their regular held items for that last battle. Just because it is a very unique fight. Sharp Beak, there we go. Sharp Beak, hoo-ha. Or however that went. Alright, Life Orb is good, and Light Clay, we don't have Reflect anymore. So let's bring back our Miracle Seed. And let's give Leah her Mystic Water. And Rod his Black Belt. Pretty much every Pokemon besides Groot had a different held item. Very interesting. Do I want to give him the Expert Belt or the Black Belt? Let's give him the Expert Belt. I've always felt that'd be really good on Rod, given his moveset. I think he's super effective against like 3/4 of all Pokemon in the game, so... You know what, let's see what Rod can do. I was going to send out Cian first, but I'm curious to see how well this Expert Belt will work out. Here he is, good. Long time no see, Owen. Hold it! You're going to take the Pokemon League Challenge now? You'll have to give up on that. My well-trained, beyond recognition Pokemon are going to pound you. Right now, right here, I challenge you. Alright, so I'm hoping that I'm wrong about his levels and somehow they're a lot higher, but we'll see. There's his theme song. Very nice one. Yeah, Sneasel 55, that's just... no. So we actually have 3 moves that are super effective against Sneasel, since it has 2 types that have a lot of weaknesses. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I actually used Mega Horn. Even though it has a 15% chance to miss, I'm just not sure I want to lower my defenses when Rod is already at full HP, or was at full HP. Sneasel's very fast, as you saw, but it's not too bulky, and its attack is okay. And why didn't they give him a Weevil? Like, this is his final battle. The poor guy can't even get a Weevil. That's just sad. Air's Crobat. Stone Edge is super effective, so we'll go with that. Now Air Cutter, that's going to do a lot of damage. That might knock out Rod. Actually, after the defense drop, it almost certainly will. Or special defense drop. I think Air Cutter is special. I'm not sure on that. Alright, let's bring out Cian now since he can use Thunderbolt. It's good too, because it's giving some of our Pokemon we don't use as often a chance to really shine and get some experience. And that'll help out, because after this one we have, I guess, 2 more legendaries, well, plus Moltres, which we failed to capture. And then the gym leaders, and then it's on to the Elite Four. So at that point I'll have to, oh, and Blue. So I'll probably do a lot of training in between facing the gym leaders and facing Blue. I forget what level his Pokemon are at during his rematch, but I think I looked it up and wrote it down a while ago. So I might do a little more training between Blue and the Pokemon League. We'll see how I feel. I think the Pokemon League, unfortunately, are very spread out in terms of levels. Like, Lance has very high level Pokemon, clearly. But I think the other ones are more like the gym leaders, or a little bit stronger. So, I'll try to hit like a middle range again. Maybe I'll get them up to like, maybe 68. That'd probably be a good number, because I feel like Lance's Pokemon are around 68, except his Dragonite. So that'd be fair, and then we'll outlevel the rest of the Elite Four, but it should still be fairly interesting. Alright, they were once partners, and now they are mortal foes. It'd be cool to use Cherry against Typhlosion, use Earthquake for super effective damage, but it doesn't seem like it's in the cards. Really don't want to switch Cherry into a Flamethrower. I did a decent chunk of damage. One thing I don't really like about Typhlosion is that it just doesn't have a great move pool. It's all around kind of just a blah Pokemon. I know a lot of people like Typhlosion a lot, but sorry guys, it just never really was my favorite Pokemon. It's actually probably one of my least favorite starters. And it's not bad, it's an okay Pokemon, but like Charizard is awesome, and Infernape is awesome, and Blaziken is like, they all have really cool secondary types. In fact, is there any other Pokemon, any other fire starter that does not have a secondary type? I don't think so. There are a few water and grass ones that don't have a secondary type, but yeah, actually I think he's the only one. Alright, so Cian has fainted, so at least he's doing some damage to us. Again, let's kind of play this a little more interesting. Send out Cherry, a nice neutral matchup. Luckily Alakazam has a weak defense stacked. Oh, but not if it uses Reflect. A very good move to put on Alakazam, it'll help it survive, and will also help out the rest of our rivals team. So this is a little more fun than I was thinking. If I had just used like Kroot and gone for a Rock Polish in turn 1, it might have been a clean sweep. But I'm glad I didn't, because it makes things a little more fun. Now, will this be a 2-shot? Probably not, it's going to be close. Alright. This is actually a really good time for our rival to use a full restore, which he decides not to do. I guess he already used up his only full restore. Funnily enough, Cherry is actually at a good position to use Synthesis. Now hopefully his Pokemon isn't faster. Oh, Gengar. It probably is, and Gengar is one of the Pokemon that we can do very little damage to. You know, I was thinking when I was facing Morty, I always think that Ghost resists Grass, but then I used a Grass attack against one of his Pokemon, and I don't think it was not very effective, so maybe I'm thinking of Poison, and I'm just confused. Wouldn't be the first time. Alright, enough playing around. Gengar might have Focus Blast, but hey, if it does, that'll give it a fighting chance. honestly, in the Sandstorm, it still might not be a knockout. Now, it'll probably be faster, so might as well go for the Rock Polish. Nope. Seems like you can add Owen's Gengar to the list of Pokemon that I think have Focus Blast, but apparently do not. I feel like my Focus Blast fear is like a phobia at this point. Like every time we see a Pokemon that can learn Focus Blast, I'm like, oh, they know it and they're going to use it, and I can't switch in Groot. But 9 times out of 10, I would have been just fine. Alright, this Groot will be a very easy knockout against Gengar, especially with the Life Orb. It'll take a little bit of recoil, but that's okay, because our rival has, I think, one more Pokemon, which is Magneton, if I'm correct. Hopefully Magnezone. Why didn't they give him a Weevil and a Magnezone? Magneton! They must have just gone with like his exact same team as before. That's so dumb. Like, he's already so easy to beat. They could have at least made him a little more interesting. Or give him one more rematch. If you're going to like keep this rematch in the game, give him like a super rematch where you can face him, I don't know, on a different day of the week at some cave or something, and I don't know. Alright, once again, Groot is pulling through for us. Alright, so that is it for Owen. Not much I can really do in the last few minutes here. Oh no, I still can't win after all that training. I have to believe more of my Pokemon. No big deal. Sorry to have gotten in the way. Don't forget to rest your Pokemon before you challenge the champion. See, he's really made a huge 180 here. I'm very proud of Owen. That he's giving us helpful advice now, and he evolved his Crobat, which means he obviously is treating his Pokemon a lot better. Good for him. You know, I wonder... I was going to say it'd be really cool if he like went back to the lab and tried to give back Typhlosion, since he did steal it after all. But I kind of feel like maybe he does. Let's grab Hoa one more time and just check it out. Maybe I made that up, but maybe I didn't. Alright, per usual, flying type for flying type. And even if not, it'll still be nice to see Professor Birch again. Nice way to tie up the episode. So I was going to do, if I would have defeated Claire and Lance the first time, I was going to try to do Lugia and our rival, Silver and Silver, if you guys get the reference, or references, in the same episode. But losing that first match threw my plans all out of whack, so I don't know what I'm going to do now. But we'll figure it out. Joe, guess what? The person who took the professor's Pokemon has come back to return it. That's the last thing I expected. Guess what Professor Elm said to him? It seems that your Pokemon already likes you so much. For a Pokemon, the best happiness is to be with someone it loves. That's for everybody, right? I think it should stay with you. Isn't it moving? It made me cry. Alright, so at least it tells you about it, even though you don't get to actually see it happen. How you doing, Professor? Joe, I thought the egg hatched. Where's the Pokemon? Joe, I'm truly surprised. I can't believe such a great trainer has been so close by all this time. You've been helping me understand what it means to walk with Pokemon. It is that there is no end to the relationship between people and Pokemon. Not sure why I didn't wrap to the next line there. Let me thank you once again for your support. Oh. Usually when people say that in game, they're giving you something, but not in this case. Alright, let's say hi to Mom, and then we'll tie things up. Aw, Rod is relaxing. Hi, welcome home. You're doing fine, I see. I've kept your room tidy and clean. Or, is this about your money? Nope. Just do what you can. Why is it always about money? You always have to ask about money, Mom. Just here to say hi. Alright, well, I see. Because we've done a lot of battling in the last 2 episodes, I'm really tempted to do some more catching first, just to break things up a bit. But, I think what I'll probably end up doing, maybe, is face the 4 gym leaders next episode. And a little bit of a sneak preview here. And then we can catch Lugia. And that could take a long time, it could be really fast, just not sure. So maybe it'll be a whole episode. If it's not, and the World Items are pretty big, so it might be. If it's not, maybe we'll do some rematches against random trainers, some of whom actually have pretty interesting Pokemon at fairly decent levels. Or we'll do some additional rematches against gym leaders, even though you've already seen them all at that point. Basically just to train up and get ready for Blue. We could also face blue, but I think at that point I want to face blue and Mewtwo at the same time. So it would have been so cool to do silver and Lugia, blue and Mewtwo. It seems fitting. The rival and the cover, or not cover legendary, because Mewtwo's not cover, but the cover legendary for one game, and then for the other, the Uber legendary, let's put it that way, for silver and then for red and blue. But anyway, it was not to be, but I think we can still break things up pretty well going forward. After that, we'll face the Pokemon League, and then we're almost at the end of the game. So still a little ways to go yet. Hopefully you guys will stick with me to the end. I think we have a few very exciting episodes to come. So as always, thank you for watching. Have a great day or night, and I will catch you all later.